Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, starts with a weather impact alert.
Now at 6, it's a weather impact alert day. Last night, stormy weather causing road closures this morning. There's downed trees and power lines in Chester. We'll have a live report on that situation straight ahead.
The roads out there, they are very slippery this morning all across the state. This crash here is on 91 in Middletown. Now, if you have to head out there, please take it slow. Be very careful. Definitely slow it down out there. Good morning to you. Happy Friday and happy Halloween. We are feeling the good spirits and the good vibes here. We're glad to start off your day with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. Great to have you here. Hope you have all your candy stocked. And meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli is also here. And Rachel, the rain moving out, good for the trick-or-treaters, but the wind sticking around.
Yeah, maybe securing those Halloween decorations a little bit more firmly today, or, you know, securing that hat or whatever type of loose object you have for your costumes. Maybe that cape just gets a little bit of an extra knot, as gusts towards 40 to 50 miles per hour are possible with a few outages later on today. And you want to just obviously secure those Halloween decorations. Satellite and radar picture this morning, the rain moving on out. We have a mostly cloudy sky towards this first thing this morning. Once that sun comes up, we might actually get some bonus sun as the area of low pressure begins to pull away, but I do anticipate the clouds really winning out throughout. There are a couple of lighter showers, more in the way of nuisance stuff, pushing out of Windsor Locks this morning and just towards the border up towards the Notch. Most of it has moved out of the area as this low pressure system continues to pull well to the north of us. Temperatures out the door are 40s and 50s now. 50 degrees in New Milford, 51 in Waterbury, but we're around 56 degrees in Hartford and 55 in Chester, but winds are up this morning. These are our gusts closer to 30 miles per hour, and moving forward, that gust potential anywhere from 40 to even an occasional gust isolated, but around 50 miles per hour. So can't rule those out with a strong westerly wind. So for the kids at the bus stop, plan for the numbers in the 50s. They really won't move much over the course of the day today, maybe only in the low 50s this afternoon. Next couple of days, Saturday though, features numbers that'll be in the mid 50s, still breezy for the first part of our weekend. The second half though looks quite nice under quiet skies. Temperatures in the mid 50s as well, and make sure you fall back. We'll have more details on that and walk you through the hour by hour coming up in just a bit. Here at 6:02 on the roadways this morning. We are following a couple of closures, so heads up for folks, not only in Chester, but also on Route 75 Main Street. This is towards Staffordville this morning and near Thompsonville. This is at Route 190. We also have this closure near Route 318. The road is closed from Fenn Drive to Route 181. An alternative route is necessary. We had an earlier crash on 91. You saw it on the cameras between 20 and 21. That has cleared, but what we have right now is emergency road work in the area because of that earlier crash that happened around 5 o'clock this morning. So you want to give yourself a little extra time, although delays aren't really out there because volume remains light. So New Haven to Hartford and Hartford to New Haven around 35 minutes. Over to you.
All right, Rachel, thanks. 6:03 is your time. And last night's heavy rain and wind took down branches and wires all across our state.
Yeah, a portion of Route 54 near Chester is still closed this morning. That's where Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is. He's joining us with what we know so far. Still blocked off. You see it right behind you, Glenn.
Yeah, good morning, Bridget. Erica, 154 still blocked off. We've had a lot of people actually coming down this portion of the road, pulling over and asking us what's the deal going on here. And it's down trees, wires, and branches along this section of Route 154 behind me. Now, we can't get you a good look at the damage that's going on over here, but we do know it's somewhere down the street there. We did see some of the flashing emergency vehicle lights that are responding to this road closure as of right now. We did look on the Eversource outage map, and we do know that 6 outages were reported in this area. They did say that it is going to be cleared up at around 6 a.m. according to that outage website, but we'll just have to see if folks do have their power back. If so, it probably just came on moments ago, so good for them. We also do know that there is an alternate route around this road closure. Thankfully, it's a pretty simple one. You're going to go up Dudley Clark Road onto Chester Road and then come out onto Goose Hill Road. If you're heading southbound, if you're heading northbound, same thing, just in reverse. Along that route, though, if you are taking it, there are some wet leaves along that roadway, so definitely something to look out for, making some slick conditions on your morning commute here as you wake up this morning, as well as the way down here when we were taking I-91 south to get down to Chester. We also saw some of that ponding from the heavy rain earlier this morning on either side of the highway, so definitely want to stay safe on the roads out there. Take it a little slow. Hopefully things get a little better as the morning goes on, but for right now, live in Chester, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61. We're going to be heading to some more storm damage pretty soon.
All right, Glenn, thanks. Weather-related issues there in Chester, and also a lot of people waking up in the dark still. 2,800 Eversource customers are still without power. Suffield, Berlin, and Salem, they have the most outages. Of course, we're going to stay on top of the numbers and get you the very latest and update you when we can. Oh, a frustrating night for Amtrak passengers after a train heading to Springfield slammed into a fallen tree. This was just north of Hartford. Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is live with what riders say happened and how Amtrak is responding this morning. Priscilla.
Yeah, good morning, Erica. Well, passengers on Amtrak train 148 say they were stranded for hours after that train hit a large tree around 10:30 last night. Now, that impact damaged the brakes and left travelers stuck between Windsor and Hartford last night until after midnight. Take a look at this video sent from Jeffrey Schlosser, who was on that train. He tells Fox 61 he's a frequent rider and has never seen anything like this. He says the train came to an abrupt stop and the brakes locked up and passengers could see a parking lot just outside the window, but no one could get off. Now, Schlosser says the crew handed out snacks, but information was scarce at first, and that's what frustrated riders the most. He told Fox 61, quote, poor decisions were made, and he thinks passengers should be reimbursed. Amtrak sent updates throughout the night saying the train had to be transferred to another one because of equipment damage. And as of early this morning, another train, number 125, has been canceled between Springfield and Hartford because of equipment issues. Bus service is now replacing that route. Now, at last check, Amtrak hasn't said how long it'll take to clear that tree or when service will be fully restored, but they are apologizing for any delays and offering alternate travel options for anyone who was affected this morning. We will continue to bring you the latest updates on this throughout the day, but for now, live in Hartford, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
All right, Priscilla, thank you for that update there. The Coast Guard says the storm caused two massive barges to break loose from their moorings. Those barges then drifted about 5 miles before washing up on Woodmont Beach in Milford. We're told the 140-foot barges were empty and didn't pose any threat to the environment. People stopped by the beach all day long just to snap a picture of what was happening there.
Not every day you see something like this on our beaches, and it's pretty crazy. I ran down here just to come and see it.
Officials say ask and are people that careful not to approach the barges. The Coast Guard and the owner of the barges are working on a plan to get them back to where they should be.
And yesterday's rain also led to flooding in several communities. This is what it looked like on East Avenue between Fort Point and Winfield Streets in Norwalk. Several roads were closed, you see there, because of flooding, especially under the underpass. And as always, you can get the latest forecast and check the live radar. It's all at your fingertips. All you have to do is download the Fox 61 News app. It's free in your app store right now.
In Waterbury, happening today, Kimberly Sullivan is expected to appear back in the courtroom. She's the woman accused of holding her stepson captive for 2 decades in her Blake Street home. Sullivan faces several charges, including assault, kidnapping, and unlawful restraint. She pleaded not guilty to all the charges against her.
Early voting will continue today across the state. If you haven't done so yet, you do have until Sunday at 6 p.m. to cast your early ballot. So far, more than 117,000 people have voted early, and more than 17,000 absentee ballots have been returned. This is statewide. Stratford, Milford, and Hamden top the list of towns with the most early votes. Every city in town has at least one early voting location. If you're not sure where yours is, you can find it online. We have a link on our website, so just go to fox61.com.
6:09 is your time. Voters in Middletown will decide who will serve as the city's next mayor. Over the summer, Mayor Ben Florsheim stepped down from the job, and the city's Common Council President Jean Nocera was then sworn in. Nocera is on the ballot as a Democrat. His challenger is a Republican, Sebastian Giuliano. And Fox 61's Sarah Sanchez has more from both candidates.
In Middletown, it's 2 men who know the job well. One served for several years, the other the incumbent. The city hasn't had a Republican in the mayor's office since 2011.
I'm not sure what that answer is, even if it's a fair question.
Voters packed the room at Middletown's Community Health Center, where Democratic nominee Jean Nocera.
We are still a AAA rated a financial community.
And Republican nominee Sebastian Giuliano.
In terms of affordable housing, the state's goal is 10%. You know what Middletown is at? 21.7. Without their help.
Took questions from voters during a forum hosted by the Middlesex County NAACP.
I have a family of educators. When I became a teacher and a principal and was there for 38 years and Board of Ed chair and now council and mayors.
Nacera, who's currently serving as interim mayor, says his top priorities include controlling taxes and spending, boosting economic development, and keeping Middletown inclusive and safe.
Spending must be controlled. Taxes have to be controlled as well, and that's very tough now with prolonged inflation. But we will do it. You have to do it for our residents.
Across the stage, Republican Sebastian Giuliano, who previously served as mayor from 2005 to 2011, says he's running again to restore fiscal discipline and transparency.
Grow the tax base. That'll help. That'll give some tax relief to everybody, which they need desperately. Hold education's feet to the fire. And if I have to do that by bringing in a charter school to keep them honest, then so be it.
Giuliano says his connection to the city runs deep. His grandparents came to Middletown from Sicily. He says he's focused on giving back to the community that has always been home.
I love the city. My wife and I, who's actually a New York transplant, we've made our home here. Our kids are still in the area. This is where we want to be, and we want it to be as good as we can make it.
Both candidates say experience matters, and they're ready to lead.
Probably the one Republican who could hit the ground running in the campaign. And I said, I could do it for 2 years and then go back to being a grandparent.
Count on me listening, being responsive, being available, and problem solving.
And as you heard Sebastian Giuliano say, whoever wins will serve as mayor for 2 years. In studio, Sarah Sanchez, Fox 61.